Could your Christmas tree use a little extra charm this year? Wood Christmas ornaments add warmth and character in a way that glass and plastic just can't match. They tell stories, spark smiles, and bring a sense of nostalgia to any holiday scene. From snowman faces on wood slices to laser-cut deer and cheerful gnomes, these ornaments work for every style. Ready to give your tree a fresh look? These ideas will spark your creativity and help you make memories that last well beyond December. Hand-painted wood slice snowman faces bring a homey touch to any Christmas tree. Each circular ornament carries its own character thanks to brushstrokes and imperfect edges. A tiny red scarf made from felt or yarn adds a splash of color and a sense of whimsy that stands out in a forest of glass baubles. Making these ornaments is simple. Slice fallen branches, sand them smooth, and paint cheerful faces using acrylics. Tie on a miniature red scarf for charm. While they're sometimes less polished than store-bought decorations, they radiate personality and warmth. Plus, they make fantastic keepsakes or heartfelt gifts. Scandinavian-style wooden tree cones offer a breath of fresh air for anyone tired of glitter and excess. Their neutral shades, think soft whites, beiges, and light grays, blend with nearly any decor. Simple yet striking, these cones create a calm, cohesive look that feels both modern and timeless. Not all trends are worth following, but there's a reason these ornaments have staying power. They're durable, eco-friendly, and don't scream for attention. On the downside, some might find them too plain for a festive mood. Try pairing them with a few classic baubles to strike a pleasing balance. Laser-cut wooden deer silhouettes inside star-topped frames bring a rustic twist to holiday decor. Their crisp lines and natural grain offer a nostalgic charm. Why settle for plastic when a wooden ornament tells its own story? These pieces catch the light just right, making even artificial trees feel a bit more magical. Unlike fragile glass baubles, wooden ornaments stand up to curious pets and little hands. The downside? Intricate cuts may break if bent, so handle with care. Want a personal touch? Add a splash of paint or a name with a fine-tip marker. Suddenly, it's a keepsake, not just decor. Rustic wood slice ornaments with engraved winter forest scenes catch the eye with their simple beauty. Each piece brings a touch of nature indoors. Hang one on your tree, and you'll notice how the warm, earthy texture contrasts with shiny glass baubles. It's like adding a quiet winter walk to your holiday decor. While these ornaments often feel homemade, their engraved details can be surprisingly sharp. Some people appreciate the imperfections, tiny knots, and uneven shapes, while others might crave a more polished look. If you love a bit of wilderness with your tradition, this style hits the mark. Personalized wooden name tags add a heartfelt touch to any Christmas gathering. Guests instantly feel special, spotting their own name, neatly etched into sturdy wood. Tied with bright, festive twine, these tags double as keepsakes. Who wouldn't want a little memory from your holiday table hanging on their tree next year? Making these tags is simple. Grab some unfinished wood shapes, a wood burner, and colorful twine. For bonus points, let kids help decorate with markers or glitter. The only downside? You might spend more time chatting about the tags than actually eating dinner. But isn't that what holidays are for? Red and white Nordic pattern wooden mitten ornaments instantly add a playful, cozy touch to holiday decor. Their bold patterns and folk art appeal make them stand out on any tree. Hung by a rustic twine, these mittens capture the spirit of a Scandinavian winter without breaking the bank or requiring fragile materials. While these ornaments bring visual charm, their lightweight design means they're less likely to drag down branches. They can chip if handled carelessly. Though place them higher on the tree, away from curious pets or kids, and enjoy how they spark conversation and nostalgia in equal measure. Painted wood slice ornaments featuring Christmas gnomes add warmth and charm to any tree. The chunky shapes and rustic bark edges catch the eye, while cheerful gnome faces bring a dash of whimsy. Hang them with twine for a farmhouse look, or paint personalized hats for a thoughtful, budget-friendly gift. However, painting small details on rough wood can frustrate even steady hands. A quick tip: lightly sand the surface and use acrylic paint for crisp lines. Sealing with clear varnish protects your handiwork from scratches and keeps your gnomes looking merry for many seasons. Imagine a fox or owl etched by hand with a pyrography pen onto a slice of tree branch. Each bark-edged disc feels rustic and genuine. These ornaments add a cozy storybook touch to tree decor. Displaying woodland creatures sparks nostalgia and conversation. No plastic shine, just authentic craft. Of course, wood ornaments like these can crack in dry air or shed bark over time. Still, their charm outweighs minor flaws. To keep them lasting, seal the wood with natural wax. Want a simple holiday project? Try sketching your favorite animal, then carefully burn the design onto a disc. Wooden stars with pressed greenery and faux snow accents instantly bring a cozy, old-fashioned charm to any holiday decor. Each piece feels like a memory preserved in time. Pressed greens add a touch of nature, while faux snow delivers a wintry vibe without the mess. Who says simple can't be stunning? Making these ornaments is easier than baking cookies. Grab thin wood stars, arrange sprigs of fir or eucalyptus, and seal them with clear glue. Sprinkle on faux snow for a frosty finish. They last for years, but real greenery may fade, so swap in faux leaves for a longer-lasting sparkle. Geometric wooden ornaments painted in bold color blocks add instant style to any holiday tree. They blend sharp lines with vivid hues. Think mustard yellow with navy, or blush pink beside forest green. These ornaments offer a fresh twist on Christmas decor, ditching the usual Santa shapes for something sleek. Choosing these ornaments is more than a fashion statement. They're lightweight, shatter-resistant, and easy to repaint if your taste changes. However, they may lack the nostalgia of classic glass baubles. Still, if you want to spark conversation or experiment with a minimalist look, they're a smart pick. Layered wood Christmas trees hit the sweet spot between rustic charm and festive flair. Each slice of wood stacked atop another creates texture that plastic simply can't fake. Hang miniature baubles from each tier for pops of color. It's simple, but the effect is striking, like a forest scene straight from a storybook. Assembly takes minutes, not hours. Just slot the layers together and hang your favorite ornaments. However, these decorations need gentle handling. Wood can chip if dropped, and heavy baubles might pull branches askew. Choose lightweight ornaments and store them carefully after the holidays. The result? A decoration that stands out year after year. Vintage-inspired hand-lettered Merry Christmas wood rounds offer a blend of nostalgia and creativity. Their weathered finish and swirling script evoke memories of simpler holidays. Hang one on your tree, or tie it to a gift for an instant dose of charm. Is there any decoration more heartfelt than something handmade? While these ornaments steal the spotlight for their aesthetics, they're not always the sturdiest option. Moisture can warp them, and rough handling scratches the paint. Still, if handled gently, they become treasured keepsakes that spark conversation and warm up any holiday decor. Few things bring winter charm like painted chickadees perched on snowy branches. Each ornament tells a small story, tiny birds huddled against the cold, brushstrokes capturing their bright eyes. The scene pops even more with a classic Gingerbread, adding a homespun touch that feels both nostalgic and fresh. These ornaments are affordable and durable, making them a smart pick for busy families. However, if you're picky about details, mass-produced versions may lack the fine brushwork of hand-painted pieces. Still, they're a conversation starter that stands out on any tree. Just watch guests linger a little longer. Gingerbread faces on small wood circles bring instant warmth to any Christmas tree. Each piece captures goofy grins and sweet expressions, painted by hand for charm. Want a quick craft? Grab blank wood discs, a bit of paint, and a steady hand. Kids can join, adding their own silly touches. These ornaments last for years and don't break like glass. The downside? Imperfections show, wobbly lines, or uneven color. But isn't that half the fun? The tiny flaws just add character. Hang them with twine, gift them to friends, and let every smile spark a memory. Snowflake cutouts coated in gentle pastels add warmth and whimsy to holiday decor. Their subtle shades, think icy blue, blush, and mint, give a fresh twist to the usual red and green palette. They catch the eye without overwhelming a tree or garland, offering a gentle nod to winter's softer side. Painting these ornaments is simple and affordable. Children and adults alike can participate, turning ornament making into a fun family tradition. However, pastel shades can fade if exposed to strong sunlight. For best results, hang them away from direct light and touch up paint as needed each year. Imagine a small wood slice, topped with a pint-sized pine tree, dusted with gold. These ornaments blend rustic charm with sparkle, making any tree feel cozy yet special. They're simple to make at home. Grab wood slices, glue, mini trees, and metallic paint. A hot glue gun does wonders here. Friends may marvel at your creativity, but there's a catch. Wood slices can be heavy. Hang them closer to the trunk for support. Still, their durability means they'll last for years, and the handmade touch gives every branch a story. Why settle for boring plastic when you can craft memories? Imagine a tiny reindeer with hand-carved charm, each curve showing the maker's careful touch. Etched antlers catch the light, adding playful detail. These ornaments bring warmth and nostalgia to any tree. Why settle for mass-produced plastic when you can hang a story, one that feels personal and full of cheer? Of course, wood ornaments may chip or scratch over time, demanding a gentle hand, but their quirks only add character. Hang them high, away from wagging tails and little fingers, and let their artistry spark conversation. Isn't that what holiday memories are made of? Simple round wood ornaments etched with nativity silhouettes bring a sense of nostalgia and reverence to any tree. These designs highlight familiar shapes, Mary, Joseph, and the manger, without fuss. Their understated style lets the natural wood grain peek through, adding warmth. Isn't it satisfying to skip the glitter and choose something meaningful? However, delicate carving and thin wood can mean these ornaments need gentle handling. A dropped ornament might crack. If you're gifting, consider wrapping each one in soft tissue. Want to make them last? Hang higher, away from curious pets or swinging tails. Sometimes, simple really is best for holiday tradition. Boho-style wood slices with macrame fringe and pine sprigs bring a natural, relaxed vibe to holiday decorating. Each ornament stands out with earthy textures and a subtle nod to tradition. Want a quick DIY? Attach a small pine sprig and a few strands of knotted yarn. No fancy skills needed. Some might argue these ornaments lean too rustic for formal trees, but that's missing the charm. Their handmade look sparks conversation and adds warmth. Don't worry if your knots aren't perfect. The beauty here comes from imperfection. Much like the holidays themselves, painted holly berries and leaves on rustic bark-edged discs bring a splash of tradition to holiday decor. Their rough edges and vibrant colors create contrast. Nature meets art. Why settle for cookie-cutter ornaments when these hand-painted beauties add warmth and personality? Even a small collection can redefine a tree's entire look. Making these at home is as simple as grabbing acrylic paints and unfinished wood slices. Kids can join in too. Think classic red berries, broad green leaves, maybe a dusting of white for snow. The only downside? You might run out of space on your tree before you run out of ideas. Tiny wooden ornaments shaped like Christmas sweaters add a playful twist to holiday decorating. Their hand-painted patterns, think snowflakes, stripes, or even quirky reindeer, bring a splash of nostalgia. Unlike plastic, these pieces feel warmer and last longer. Isn't it more charming to hang something that looks handmade rather than factory-produced? Still, they're not perfect. Wood can be a bit fragile if dropped, and paint may chip after a few seasons. A quick touch-up with craft paint keeps them looking fresh. If you're after something eco-friendly and full of character, these mini sweater ornaments are a clever choice. Imagine a simple wooden ornament. Now add dried flowers and a touch of moss. Suddenly, it feels like winter took a deep breath in a quiet forest. These decorations bring a rustic charm and a bit of the outdoors right into your living room, perfect for those tired of plastic glitz. Creating these ornaments isn't complicated. All you need is a wooden base, dried blooms, and a dab of glue. Try mixing textures, rough bark, soft petals, and fuzzy moss. They're biodegradable and eco-friendly, but beware, humidity can be their worst enemy. Keep them dry, and they'll last for years. Hand-burned script phrases on smooth wooden rounds add a personal, nostalgic touch to any tree. Each ornament carries a story, maybe a favorite holiday saying or a family name. The warmth of the wood and the permanence of the burned script combine for a keepsake that won't fade with time or trends. Mistakes can happen, though. A shaky hand or a rushed moment might leave a mark. Still, these slight imperfections can make each piece feel more real. If you want a simple, heartfelt gift, these ornaments tick the box. Plus, they're easy to make at home with just a wood burner and a bit of patience. Imagine a painted cardinal, bright red against white, perched on a snowy wooden branch. These ornaments capture winter's spirit. They remind us of warmth in cold months, adding a splash of color to any tree. Cardinals are also said to symbolize hope, a fitting choice for holiday decor. Painting cardinals on wood is both classic and clever. Each piece feels handmade, never mass-produced. Some find the simple designs a bit old-fashioned, but that's part of their charm. Try pairing them with pine cones or twinkling lights for a look that feels cozy and inviting. 3D layered wood snowmen bring a fresh twist to holiday decor. With stacked wooden pieces, each snowman pops off the tree, catching the eye instantly. Real buttons and twig arms add playful character. They feel handcrafted, almost storybook-like, yet kids and adults alike can assemble them with just basic supplies. Careful though, wood ornaments do need gentle handling. Twigs can snap if squeezed, and buttons may loosen over time. Still, their rustic charm and interactive assembly make them a conversation starter. If you want your tree to stand out with minimal fuss, these snowmen deliver personality in spades. Wood Christmas ornaments add warmth and character to any holiday display. You don't need fancy tools or endless hours to make your tree special, just a little creativity, some wood, and a dash of holiday spirit. Anyone can try these ideas. Why settle for ordinary decorations? Bring your family together, start a new crafting tradition, and let each ornament tell a story. Ready to give your holiday decor a personal touch? Grab some wood, paint, and let your imagination run wild.